Adjusting to parenting young adult children can be disorienting. Not because you're doing it wrong, but because no one teaches you how to go from raising a child to releasing one. They used to ask, "What's for dinner?" Now you're lucky to get a text back. You used to be their guide, their guardian. Now you're learning how to be invited in, rather than needed by default. Some days you feel proud of their independence. Other days it stings when they say they're too busy to talk. And that can bring up all kinds of questions. Did I do too much? Not enough? Why don't they come around like they used to? But here's the truth. You're not failing. You're in transition. And transitions are messy, emotional, and rarely look like progress while they're happening. This version of parenting asks different things of you. Less control, more trust, fewer instructions, more listening, less being the center of their life, and more being the calm they return to when life gets loud. Avoid your calls, or call you out of obligation. Strangers may know more about their day-to-day than you do, and even when they do reach out, you can feel it. Something's changed. It's easy to blame this generation, but what if the real answer is more personal? More human than that? They love you, but they might need space. And sometimes the hardest truth is that space is something we unknowingly helped create. This isn't about blame, it's about awareness, because sometimes the habits we thought were keeping us close are quietly pushing them away. So here are 7 habits that might be keeping your adult child at a distance, and what you can do instead. Giving unsolicited advice. You may mean well, but advice, when unasked for, can sound like mistrust. It was, "I don't believe you've got this." Try this instead. Ask them, "Do you want advice or just someone to listen? I trust you'll figure this out. Let me know how I can support you." Would it help to brainstorm together, or do you just want a sounding board today? Permission changes everything. 2. Using guilt as a bridge. Guilt might buy a reply, but it costs connection. It turns love into obligation. Saying things like, "I guess you're too busy for your mom. Try this instead." "I'd love to hear about your week when you have time. No rush. Just wanted to say I'm thinking about you today. No pressure to reply, just love. I miss you, and I'd love to catch up when you can." Warmth without a trap invites closeness, only reaching out when something's wrong. If every call signals crisis, they may learn to dread the ring. Don't let your voice be tied only to stress. Try this instead. Share small joys, a funny photo, a memory. Send a photo or short memory and ask, "Remember this?" An example of connection without agenda. Sharing a small joy or memory without lamenting over the past can lighten up communication. For example, "I just saw your favorite snack at the store and smiled." Let connection be about life, not just emergency and not because you're lonely. 4. Critiquing their choices. When everything feels like a silent judgment, how they dress, who they date, what job they've taken, they may stop showing up altogether. Try this instead. Celebrate who they are, not just who you hoped they'd become. It's clear you're building a life that feels right for you. I admire that. Ask with curiosity. What do you love most about your new job, partner, home? Curiosity creates closeness. If we stay curious instead of critical, we invite conversation instead of silence. 5. Overstepping boundaries and unannounced visits. Daily texts saying, "I'm your parent, I don't need permission." Adult children need to feel like their space, physical and emotional, is respected. Try this instead. Would a weekend visit work for you, or is there a better time? I'd love to catch up. Do you prefer calls or texts these days? Respect builds trust. Ask, schedule, and be okay when they decline or ask to reschedule. 6. Talking to their teenage self. Referencing who they were can overshadow who they've become. No one wants to feel stuck in their past, especially with the people they love most. Try this instead. You've really grown into someone I enjoy getting to know as an adult. What drew you to that choice? Reflect with intention. What do you think the 17-year-old you would say about where you are now? Speak to who they are now. Use their adult name, their new titles: engineer, artist, mother, partner. 7, making them responsible for your happiness. Parents saying, I don't know what I'd do if you stopped calling. It's a lot to carry when your joy feels like their job. This often comes from love, but it places a weight on the relationship that stifles it. Try this instead. I'm finding new things I enjoy lately. It's been surprisingly fun. I started reading that book we talked about. Can't wait to hear your take on it. Invest in your own joy, your passions, your friendships. When you're fulfilled, they feel free, not guilty. And you will learn that although they are growing into their own person, you have a lot more in common than you think. This season of parenting asks something new of us. It's not easy, but it's not the end. It's an invitation to grow with them and not feel like we are being left behind. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated, please subscribe for more candid conversation and tangible tips. You can read the full written version of this video, plus deeper insights and real-life stories, over on my Substack. The link is in the description below. I'll see you there.